Huber in the Morning.
It's Huber in the Morning, 100.7 The Bay, joined in studio by none other than Big Mike from Jimmy's Famous Seafood. And, of course, when 100.7 The Bay hatched the idea for the Maryland Crabcake Festival, one of the first phone calls we made was to Jimmy's Famous Seafood, who happily jumped on board to be a participant. The Maryland Crabcake Festival is going to be absolutely awesome, celebrating all things Maryland, all things crab cake. There's going to be a competition, a People's Choice Award and a Judges Award for Best Crab Cake. And, of course, Jimmy's touting one of the best crab cakes in Baltimore, if not the best crab cake in Baltimore. And it begs the question, Big Mike from Jimmy's Famous Seafood, is there a rivalry amongst the crab cake restaurants in Baltimore? Is it a friendly competition? Is there any shared knowledge? How do you guys feel about that?
Well, first off, thank you for having me today.
Of course.
And thank you for the honor of inviting us to this Crab Cake Festival.
It's going to be awesome.
Amazing.
It's going to be awesome.
To answer your question, no. People think we're like the mafia, that we're all different families and we hate each other and we're scheming and plotting. How could I take down this restaurant? No, doesn't work like that. I'll tell you where the rivalry is. It's between the diehards, the fans, the people, the patrons of these restaurants. They are the ones creating the rivalry. But no, there's no ill will or bad blood. Everyone does everything their own unique way, special. It's like, Orioles, Red Sox, Yankees. They may all think they hate each other. They're all playing the same game.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now, recently, I pay attention to Jimmy's social media, and you guys are always online doing amazing things. And I saw recently the Eastern Shore style crab cake. Now, I have yet to eat one of these, but this really piqued my interest. It definitely seems like a different direction, and one of the options you guys have there, it's got the claw meat and back fin and lump all mixed together?
Yeah, something a little bit different. Obviously, we like to do, the jumbo lumps in our crab cakes, but we have certain people that want to try different things. Yeah. I mean, the crab is such a unique beast that it has all these different, parts and proteins. And, we just decided to make something that's a little bit different. We wanted to go on that Eastern Shore side, and especially when we ship it nationwide, it gives people a different option if they want to spend a little bit more, a little bit less, and just try new things.
When I was coming up as a kid, I would only eat claws because the meat was so sweet and I really liked it. And then as I got older, of course, I'd eat everything. But that was the first thing I fell in love with on the crab. And to have that in a crab cake, super excited to try that one. But your main style crab cake, the one that you'll submit to the judges that day, I'm sure, is the jumbo lump.
Of course. And that's our most popular item and has been for nearly 50 years now. And I think that, I don't want to say I'm biased, but I'm biased. I think we do it better than anybody else does. But it's all open to interpretation. And I hope the judges, if I have to bribe them or whatever I have to do, they're going to feel the same exact way.
Now, it's a very cool competition because the winner is going to win a advertising schedule on 100.7 The Bay and gets to tout, of course, being the Maryland Crabcake Festival champion for an entire year, whether that's on your menu, your socials, your website. That's a pretty high honor.
That's amazing. And we would like to be the first one, obviously, and then the reigning, defending for many. We're going to have a Roman Reigns style reign of 1,000 days of Crab Cake champion, and I would like to think that we have that coming up for us.
Joined in studio by Big Mike from Jimmy's Famous Seafood. We are talking Maryland Crabcake Festival, and Jimmy's Famous Seafood is one of the premier partners with the Maryland Crabcake Festival, one of the premier crab restaurants that are going to be out there selling their wares that day. It's going to be a celebration of all things Maryland, all things crab cake. There's going to be a People's Choice Award, a judged competition between all of the participants to see who has the best crab cake. And that leads me, Big Mike, to a question about how closely guarded is your recipe for the crab cake? And I only ask because I am of the belief in cooking in general that when you're making something, it is best to just use the best ingredients you can and then not mess them up too much. The more you start to add this seasoning and this flavor and then this and this and this and this, the more margin for error is, the harder it is to recreate. So sometimes the basic things are the best things. Now, I'm not asking you what the recipe is. I'm just asking you, is it a closely guarded secret, or could you be out there just saying it's X, Y, Z and crab meat and try and do it better than us?
Have you ever been inside of Fort Knox before?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not.
No, it's not. There's no secret to it. Obviously, we do our own spin on things, but I mean, the basic thing for us is, the biggest complaint a lot of people get who are Maryland crab aficionados is, oh, there's too much breading and too much.
Right.
you got to stuff that bad boy full of meat. That's the secret ingredient. You got to be stuffed with meat in that thing. But, we do have variations of it. We just launched a more pretzel crab cake that we're shipping nationwide, working with him, doing his pretzels inside the crab cakes. We do different things. We've done stuff with Doritos and so forth. So we'd like to experiment and try new things with the crab cake, just because like everyone's had the same crab cake for 1,000 years. Why not put a little spin on it?
Yeah, and look, I am with you on that. I like we talked earlier about the Eastern Shore style crab cake. I think that's an awesome idea. But everybody knows when you go to Florida, when you go to California, and you get the Maryland style crab cake, and it's got chopped up bell peppers inside, and there's some kind of a remoulade put on top of it, and it's 50% bread and then 50% just back fin shredded up meat.
I was just watching MasterChef last week, and the guy put in front of Gordon Ramsay a California crab cake, and I saw everything. And I was just like, no, I was screaming at the TV like I was Gordon Ramsay. Like, no.
Yeah, no, crab cakes out of town kind of tastes like muffins. Crab flavored
without
muffins.
the delicious chocolate or blueberry. Yeah, precisely.
Like a baked good, and that's not where we want to be. Well, we are looking very forward to having you guys participate in the Maryland Crabcake Festival. It is October 28th at the Carroll County Farm Museum. It's going to be a great day. What do you got coming up?
Well, Father's Day is coming up, so we'll be sure to taking care of Dad on Father's Day. And
for sure.
If you're not from the area, we are shipping our crab cakes nationwide, so we'd like you to try them before you get to the festival. That way, you know what to expect when you get there.
And that's such a cool thing, because I have a lot of family that moved to like South Florida, and everybody knows some family member that moved away that wants a taste from home. And the way you guys ship and pack these crab cakes really gets them to whoever's going to be eating them as fresh and delicious as possible.
Yeah, it's great. We have the capability to ship everywhere from Westminster all the way up to Anchorage, Alaska. It's we're very happy to be able to do that, because bringing Maryland across the country is what we pride ourselves in. And like you said, you can go to Florida, you can go to California and get a crab cake.
Maryland style. That's what I love.
Style.
Maryland style.
No, not at all. If you want a Maryland crab cake, you know where to get one from. But yeah, we have so much stuff upcoming. I mean, baseball's hot right now. We do crab feasts, for certain baseball games, and we're doing bus trips with that, and we're just very excited that they're doing so well. And we obviously have so much going on at the restaurant, but the biggest focus obviously for us is this crab cake competition is coming up.
It's been rumored off and on for quite some time that Jimmy's may be trekking north, but I don't know what to think about it.
The rumor and innuendo of Jimmy's in Harford County.
Yeah,
I live in Abingdon.
Okay, so you're right in the middle.
Yeah.
You're in the heart.
I am a part of all the Facebook groups. I see it all, and let me tell you, people on there. There's 15 different people who know exactly what's happening. Right. They're all like, I know from my dad. He works at the post office with his grandma, and she said they're... And I'm just loving life. I've been telling people that we're taking over retail stores, and we're just doing all sorts of crazy stuff.
You know that Jiffy Lube? One day, it's going to serve crab cakes from
Jimmy's. It's going to be a gas pump, and it just comes out with crab meat and stuff. No, I think you'll see an announcement here shortly, and we're all very excited about it. But I'm keeping that secret safer than the crab cake recipe today.
Okay, well, look, you didn't hear it here first. We still don't know, but
But what's your guess? I'm curious.
So there's a lot of retail space, food retail space that has opened up there, and a couple spaces in particular that seem to be at the level that a Jimmy's Famous Seafood would want to be at. I mean, I don't think you're going to put a Jimmy's Famous Seafood location inside an old Denny's.
But what if that's it?
So I don't know, man. I would love it. And look, I have no problem going down to the original location, the OG, and that will always be the heart and soul of the operation. I do have some theories that maybe through another brand will be serving the Jimmy's brand. I kind of put that little thought into my head together, because there's another big brand in Harford County that's a good partner of Jimmy's Famous Seafood, a very local brand to Harford County. That seems like a good partner. So I don't know. Maybe I'm feeling something like that, but whatever it is, I'm going to keep eating from Jimmy's Famous Seafood. That's
wherever
sure.
we're at, whether Baltimore, right. Harford, or who knows where else next.
And I'll tell you one thing, look forward to seeing you guys October 28th at the Carroll County Farm Museum for the Maryland Crabcake Festival. You'll be able to eat from Jimmy's Famous Seafood. So far, we have Papa's Crab Cakes on board. So far, we have the White Oak Tavern and many more just ready to sign up. And it's going to be a great day celebrating the thing that we all know and love so well here in Maryland, which is the crab cake.
Cheaper in the morning.